Hey, Tony Gas is here, popping in. Sorry about the late video. Been tied up all day, going non-stop. But wanted to pop in. I was looking today and saw something trending. Came to my email by, a pastor cheating on his wife a second time. Well, not the second time, but getting caught publicly a second time. The last time was last year. And then now it happened again. And I'll tell you the truth. Every man makes mistakes. Like every man does something stupid at some time. Every man does. We all do. I've made mistakes in my life over and over and over again. Every woman I've dealt with. But it comes a point in your life as a man that you got to wake up. That you got to wake up. And you got to stop playing games. These men out here today, so irresponsible, so stupid, so ridiculous. It's like, man, we can't even build because men can't keep their thing in their pants. Or if you got one woman, can't be faithful to that one woman. It's like, come on, man. At some point, you got to be able to change. And see, this is the thing now. What really boils my blood is when a man is of the cloth and out here doing tomfoolery. Man, look, God done been too good to me. God done been too good to me. I'm going to tell you why I'm faithful to my wife. Not only do I love her. Yes, I love her. And yes, I'm faithful to her. But I'm also faithful because I love God. I can't play with God because I done seen how good God done been to me. I can't play with God. So when I see the blessings and the grace and the favor of God, why would I play with the wrath of God? And see, I'm like, Lord, for these men out here that won't learn and that want to use your name and especially want to be in the pulpit, Lord, go ahead, do that. Just remove your hand. Let them get touched so they understand, so that the world who watching, who losing faith, see, the world going to be watching and losing faith in God. Because they're going to say, oh, look at these Christians. Look at these men. Always God this. See that? I told you. Not all the men. See that? I told you. See, you get mad with me. You mad with me. You upset with me. Cause I just did a little something like this right here. And then you see the pastor. This your pastor. This the church you go to. This who you be watching every Sunday. And he cheating on his wife. And he just cheated last year. See, the Bible say God will not be mocked. And I just don't understand it. Like, I don't understand it. So it lets me know that when men of the cloth cheating on their wife, they ain't never really experienced God. You still ain't experienced God, man. You still shot at. You bump bookie crazy. You done lost your mind. You still don't even know God. You's an atheist. These men atheists out here and be in the pulpit doing all that screaming and hollering and don't even believe that there is a God. Because if you believe in God, when you experience God, you not about to cheat on your wife. That's too serious of an offense, because Ephesians 5 tell you to love your wife as Christ loved the church. That's the last kind of sin you want to commit, to be in adultery. Now listen, I understand we all human, we all make mistakes, but it come a point in time and a certain age. I'm going to tell you when I turned over a new leaf, 25. I was 25 years old. Me and my wife, we had been struggling. We were going through. We were young in our marriage. Both of us was making mistakes. We just wasn't living right. We wasn't doing right amongst ourselves, with ourselves, with each other. It just, we was learning and growing. At 25 years old, I turned over a new leaf. Now listen, this coming from a womanizer in the streets, hustling, a dog. I mean, just a slap dog. If I could change at 25, it ain't no excuse for y'all men to be in your 40s and 50s and 60s still out here acting a fool. You got to do better. And then the other part is, women, you're not holding the man accountable. You're not holding the man accountable. Man cheat on you, and then the women want to go preach a whole sermon. You will not steal. The devil will not steal my family. You was not with my husband. You was with the 16-year-old version of my husband. Listen here. That's a grown, stinking, musty man. There ain't no 16-year-old version of him. When I say version, I'm saying version. version. But see, women, y'all will make excuse. My man was depressed. He was struggling. He was going through. No, he cheated on you. He cheated on you. Point blank period. Cheated on you. Got caught. So what the devil do? The devil sitting over there. He's devil like, woo, dominion. Hey, come over here. Come over here. Look at her. You heard what she said? Hey, Lucifer Jr. Hit rewind. Hey, y'all, come here. Listen to her. She got a whole sermon. She protecting them to the choir, to the co-workers. Hey, I'm gonna tell you what. We tried Tony Gaston, who be on YouTube. We tried him with Loose Booty 901, but this one, her husband, he ain't ready for Loose Booty 901. Send her over there. Watch this. And now the adversary, Satan, looking at you like, okay, sister, now tell me about this here, sister. Explain this one here to me, sister. Now what you gonna do now, sister? Then the devil talking to the Lord. Hey, yes you are. You see what I did? You see how I got him? Hey, so what you finna do now? You gonna send him some more blessings? You see what I'm saying? Y'all making a mockery of the church. What in the world going on? It's like, don't come out here and let the YouTube pastor be living right and doing right. I told me and my wife were looking at this stuff, looking at some of these men that keep getting caught cheating, and especially the men of the cloth, like the rappers and all that. It's like, they shouldn't be cheating either, but that's all they music and they industry and they everything. That's all they talk about and praise anyways. So it's like, that's in itself. That's in and of itself. It's kind of like when rappers cheating, it's kind of like gang members having shootouts. It's like if you in a gang, you know that's what's going to be happening. If they in gangs, you know that's what's going to happen. So you're not really shocked and appalled that this gang did a drive-by on that gang. It's like, we understand what come with that lifestyle. Same thing with rappers. It's like when you see that happen, even with these athletes, but just these everyday men, and then also these pastors, it's like, even with the athletes, it's like you don't want to see them do it either. But you also understand the temptation of being that big and that spotlight, that kind of money, and everything they confronted with. So you say, all right, yeah, you still stupid too, but that's a different kind of stupid than when you of the cloth. That right there, I'm gonna tell you, because I live for the Lord. I have not been perfect in my life, and God grants grace. But the key is that you repent. Is that when you get caught, that means your grace has ran out. So I'm gonna tell you how grace works. See, with grace, when it come down to cheating and stealing money and cheating on your taxes and all the little stuff that we do, grace is when you do something and you don't get caught. Like, you don't get penalized by man for it. God saw you repented, you've been covered. when you take that grace for granted and you go right back out there and to do the same thing, it's like at that point, it's like, Lord, just stick a real hand. Like, not no, just stick your real hand out the cloud. Put you some baby powder on it from the clouds. Get some baby powder cloud on your hand and just, Lord, we just need to see your powerful hand just swinging through the air and just catch these men across the face and just go gadget neck. Like, we need to see that, Lord. Come on now. Because y'all making a mockery of the Lord, of the church. Commercial break. All right, I'm back. And this thing here is just, it's ridiculous. I'm looking, I'm like, come on now. And then the women, now see, if my wife catch me doing something that I ain't supposed to be doing, for one, I'm expecting her to leave. Okay? And then two, if she give me another chance, if I done cheated and get caught and she give me another chance, come on now. I got to be absolute crazy to do it again. It's like, what in the world? But see, that's the world we live in. Everybody, we just sweep stuff under the rug. We sweep stuff under the rug. People write a little statement, give you a little excuse. Look, everybody deserves forgiveness, grace, what have you. But once we done forgave you one time, all right now, don't come back with the same thing. Don't come back with the same thing. It's like, y'all got to do better, man. Y'all got to do better. And you know why I'm talking like this? Because my receipts, people always talk, oh, I got receipts. These bloggers, oh, we got receipts. You know what my receipts is? My receipts over a decade old. So my receipts now vintage. You got a receipt from me, this cell phone don't even work no more. That's over a decade old. My receipts is now would be vintage artifacts that you could put in a museum. You put a receipt from me in the museum. That's how old it is. Because that's why I'm talking cash noise now. Because listen, if I could change, Dirk Diggler, I'm talking about nasty. I'm talking about Mr. Nasty Time. You hear me? If I could change, I can't even tell you how nasty I was, how bad I was out there. The video will get took down so fast. You hear me? If the Lord can change me, I know the rest of these men could change. And I'm gonna tell you what, it's just this getting sad. And it's upsetting me. I feel like Jesus right now, just going in church and just flipping over the table and just picking up the table like they doing the WWE and just hitting a man across the head. It's like, what in the world is you doing? And then this thing is upsetting me because we got to do better. Here we is trying to move forward as a people, and we can't even treat our own woman right. So it's like, we got a woman that is there for us, taking care of us, loving her, and we treat her wrong. Then we bring loose booty 901 in the equation. She lost, she hurt, she confused, she know that the man married, and she in there, listen. These women working for the devil. The women coming into your life to pretend like they want some help. That's why I charge for my services. You're not finna get on the phone. So if the devil sent you, he better give you American Express, because you finna be you finna be feeding my wife and my kids if you coming to play some games. You coming to try to get in position to trip me up, to trick me, swipe the card. You finna be putting food on my kids' table, and then you're going to be up the creek. You're going to be up the creek without a paddle. When that car maxed out and my kids is fed and you come playing with the sin because you want to try to get close so that you can see if I'm going to get illicit, to see if I'm going to shoot my shot. All right, go right ahead. I already saw you coming a mile away. That's why I know these men ain't talking to God. Ain't bit more talking to God than the man on the moon. Because God gonna let you see the test. He gonna show these women working for Satan. They coming, they entertaining it. And it's a sister out there who she exposing people. She waiting on the receipt. She waiting. I'm reading through the sister page. The sister got another pastor on there. Got another pastor name on there. I say, wow. I say, okay. Now see what the devil gonna try to do. See, this is the thing. If the devil was in the business of just telling lies, then it'll be a whole lot of lies about me. People will just say, hey, just go say, hey, we could fake some text. We could do some graphic design on some text and just say you've been talking to Tony Gas. Just say you've been talking to Tony Gas and he trying to sleep with you. Just make us some fake text. Woo! They already know. They already know. Well, you're going to be in a courthouse. Defamation of character. I want it all. I want your house. I want your car. I want everything. Defamation of character. We finna do forensics on that phone. We finna show. We subpoenaing your laptop, your phone, everything to show that you done doctored these texts. The ruin my name, my legacy, my ministry, everything. You hear me? If somebody come out there with my name right now, if they come out and say, oh, well, about 20 years ago, Tony Gaskins did this. All right, sis, I already wrote that. That's in a book. I already told about that, sister. I done published 17 books about that. So, it's where the news at? Where the news at? But we talking about here. We got men today that still cheating and already done been caught. It's like, what are you doing? It's like these women and the women that's catching the men, they working for the devil. Because they coming in with the intent to expose. They don't even want the men that they dealing with. These women coming in and recording, saving all the videos, screenshotting all the texts. They're not looking for love. They looking to expose. And you know what? I thank God for them. What the devil meant for evil, God turned it into good. God turned it into good. So actually, them women, I ain't even mad at the women. They doing a good work. They doing a good work. Expose the devil. Expose the devil. If you cheating with me, right now, and see, I would say if you a woman cheating with me, but because it's already understood, ain't gonna be nothing else other than a woman. But some of these men out here cheating with men. Some of these men cheating with men. If you cheating with me right now, last year, the year before, 2 years before that, put the receipts online. Put the receipts online. You find somebody I'm cheating with on the planet, in the galaxy, that I'm having an affair with, I'll give you $10 million. I ain't even got $10 million. Because I know I ain't going to have to give it to you. You know why? Because I'm living what I'm teaching. I'm living what I'm preaching. And that's what upset me about these guys. It's like, you make the rest of us look bad when you out here can't do right by your woman. So then the rest of our ministry killed. The rest of our message killed. Because people waiting on our receipts. The men who being faithful, who trying to help change the world, people waiting on our receipts. Ooh, I'm waiting on Tony Gaskins receipts. But see, in the world we live in, it's like this. Somebody come out and say, hey, you know, over a decade ago, I dealt with Tony Gaskins. And it's like the world today forgiving people for cheating last week. The world, Christians going and sitting in somebody's church, men church, who done come out and confess to cheating on their wife and ain't sit down for no real period of time. Listen, if I'm going to church and the pastor come up there on the pulpit, well, I want to tell y'all that about something that happened. You know, I was down, I was depressed, I was going through, and I started talking to somebody other than a pastor, other than a pastoral leader. And that was the mistake I made. And so technically, yes, I was cheating. All right, okay. All right, got to go. All right, I'm going to see you later. I'm gone. Because you of the cloth. You of the cloth. I'm not shocked that little baby cheating. I'm not shocked that big baby cheating, medium baby cheating, little drip, big drip. I'm not shocked that he cheating. That's all he rap about. I ain't shocked. But pastor, politician, principal, police officer, I'm shocked that you in a position of power, a position of influence, and you cheating. As if the devil not going to expose you. As if the Lord going to cover you. Because God will not be mocked. So see what you getting ready to see. 2020 is the year of exposure. And I've been tweeting for the longest. I've been tweeting because I do this. See, a dog recognize a dog. And so because I used to be a dog, I know a dog when I see one. Because I used to be a thief, because I used to be a criminal, because I used to do it, I recognize that when I see one. Real recognize real, game recognize game. So now that I'm real and I'm not playing games, I know the real from the fake. And you know what? The crazy thing about it is, sometimes I reach out to the fake. Fake won't respond because they know I'm real. And they know that eventually they gonna get exposed. Or they may get exposed. And my light, my energy repel their energy. Because they know they ain't doing right. And they know if they come in my spirit, in my circle, my light gonna shine on them. And that they gonna see, they gonna know that I see them. And that I see through them. And I know what they doing. You hear what I'm saying? So the people who moving wrong, they don't even approach me. Because they already know I'm not finna be, well, brother, we need to have grace and we need to forgive and we need to hold one another accountable. Yeah, people need to feel the repercussions. Okay, all right, you slipped up. All right, get on up. We're going to pray for you. You did it again? Got to go. I got to go. I'm not finna be sowing seed on bad ground. I'm not finna be sitting up under this. What the Lord finna let that tornado hit you. The hurricane was going that way. Now, because of what the pastor doing, hurricane turning all the way around, coming all the way through, finna come right for the church. And all these innocent people sitting in there because somebody want to stand in the pulpit and play with God. Come on, man. See, at least if I'm going to play with God, I'm sitting in my home office. It ain't got to cost you nothing. If the tornado come hit me, it's hitting me. And it's going to cost my family. But see, I'm not that dumb. I'm not finna play with the Lord. I'm not finna play with my brand. I'm not finna play with my legacy. Listen, my mistakes and infidelity, that's behind me. That's of the past. That's how I know all of us fall short of the glory of God. But it come a point in time where you got to get up and you got to be held accountable. And you need to hold yourself accountable and stop depending on grace. Stop depending on everybody to forgive. And you got to hold yourself accountable and stop manipulating the word. See, people want to make a mistake. People want to make a choice and then manipulate the word. Who is there for us when we need somebody? I'm being called here and there and there and there to help other people. What do you think I'm doing? Helping millions of people. Helping millions of people. YouTube said the last 28 days that my videos done got 2 million views. So that's 2 million. That's 2 million eyeballs. It said the last 28 days, I need to check it, that they done showed it that over 30 million people done seen my video. They might ain't watch it, but they seen it sitting there on the side. So that's eyeballs. So you know what that means? I got to be held accountable. That I got to hold myself accountable. I ain't looking for grace. I'm not sitting here. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, well, I serve other people every day. And because I serve other people, I just get weak. And I just, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I got to cheat. You know, I got to cheat because, hey, who got me? God got me. God got me. Listen to me. God be my witness. God be my witness. I gave up Angela. You hear me? I gave up Angela. Angela's son you could deal with by yourself in your bathroom where don't nobody know. It's just you and Angela. God be my witness. I gave up Angela in my life. I turned away from Angela when it's just me and Angela. And I could have been when my wife tired, when my wife got a headache, when my wife ain't feeling good. I could have, all right, let's go to work. Let's go. I gave up Angela. You hear what I'm telling you? Come on now. If I could do it, anybody could do it. Anybody could do it. Because I was shot out. I was all the way out there. Nasty as could be. You hear me? But God changed me. Because I prayed for the help. I believe in the help. I accepted and received the help, the strength. And we got to stop playing. And remember what I told y'all? We want to holler. Black lives matter. Black wives matter. How you of the race and you married and you mistreating your wife. How you gonna expect favor and grace and mercy and blessing from God when the one thing he has given you, you take for granted? I remember it was a pastor told me, a white pastor now. I talked to 3 or 4 pastors that looked like me when I was getting ready to open a church. And my wife really wasn't feeling it. She really wasn't feeling it. And the pastors that looked like me, they were saying, hey, brother, you got to do what God told you to do. And if that's what God told you to do, your wife could just get on board. I talked to a brother of another race. He said, Tony, it's very important that your wife is on board because your wife is your first ministry. I fell all the way out the chair. I say, what? That thing floored me. And I talked to my wife. I said, baby, why you want me to open no church? She say, because you just doing it. You just want to do it for a consistent paycheck. I say, whew. See, the issue is that a lot of pastors today, they just want a paycheck. They don't want God's calling on their life. They just want prestige. They want power. They want influence. And you got to check yourself as the body of Christ. We got to hold ourselves accountable. We got to hold each other accountable. And she say, you tired of being an entrepreneur. You tired of getting it out the mud, basically. And she said, listen, you get a church, you got to go there every single week. She said, your son got a dream to be a pro soccer player. You'll never be able to support your son if you're a pastor. And you got to go to these same 4 walls every week. And she said, listen, it's so many people now that say they're a pastor and they cheating on their wife, they stealing money, they raising money to buy a jet, and they ain't got nowhere to barely fly, but they want people to get their hard-earned money so they could buy a jet. She said the church, slowly but surely, is becoming a laughing stock, and that the world laughing at the church. She said you have more influence being of God and representing Christ outside of the four walls, because it's people who listen to you that will never step foot in the church. It's people that you reach that will never step foot in the church. It's people that you reach that got church hurt, that have been abused by pastors, that have been taken advantage of. And if you label yourself with that title, you missing all of the people that you have been called to reach. So you trying to walk away from your call, because it ain't nothing wrong with a pastor being a pastor if that's what he called to do. But she told me, she said, you call to be outside of the four walls, and you're going to reach millions. She said, Tony, every single pastor you have met wanted to trade places with you. She said, why do you think that is? I say, And look here. I can't tell you how many times I done sat here and read somebody say, Tony, because of your YouTube, I'm drawing closer to God. I'm reading my Bible more. Because of your YouTube, Tony, I've rededicated my life to Christ. And so I had to listen to my wife, and see, I had to make my wife my first ministry. Like my college teammate told me, the pastor I'm talking about, we played college football together. Pastor Dustin Woods, God bless you. I think his church in Sebring, Florida, I think. And he spoke that into my life. I ain't even expect that. Now, I don't know what place it came from. I don't know if it was from a good place or a bad place. But, you know, it didn't feel like it was hate. Because see, sometimes, you know, you ask people about their industry and they don't want to tell you much about their industry because they think you might could take their place or you might replace them. I didn't feel that. But what I'm seeing right here is like, it's sad that we got so many men, especially men of the cloth. Now, not just men of the cloth, but men in general, cheating on your wife. It's like, listen, that is the one person that's been given to you to take care of before your children. Before your children, your wife. You have, like, taking care of your wife is taking care of your children. And I'm going to tell you, the video I seen, the man got his child in the infidelity, interviewing the child. But, hey, what you eat every night for dinner? I went just looking for olive oil. Lord, where is some olive oil? I just want to pack up a care package of olive oil, holy cloths, holy water, and just put it in the mail to the man. Like, brother, listen. If you see this here, brother, listen, call me, man. Call me. And don't call me for no cameras. Don't call me for no cameras. Don't, nobody got to know we talking. Don't tweet me. Don't tweet me. Don't YouTube me. Don't DM me privately. And don't want nobody ever know that we talk. But you need some help. And you need brothers that's gonna hold you accountable. See, I see other brothers out here and they just patting each other on the back. I'm gonna tell you right here. Real recognize real. Fake recognize real. Ain't now one of these folks out here, ain't now one of these men out here that say they do this right here, that they uplift, that they inspire, that they inform, that they educate, reach out to me. Now one, not the ones that already got a brand. Now the ones who trying to get on, they'll reach out because they want to shout out, they want to get put on. No, playboy, go on somewhere. But the ones who already got a brand, they don't reach out to me, no collaboration, because they already know if somebody real, they're going to be able to see through you. They're going to be able to see through you. And look, That's what we got to get right. We got to get right. And me, I know how hard it is. I know how hard it is to live right. I know how much temptation out there. I know what it feels like. You hear me? Because the thing about it is, some of these men cheating and look like the back of a 67 Chevy. Look like somebody done ran over their mouth with a Mack truck. Look like somebody done hit them in the head with a Tonka toy. And it got stuck in their face. Like, some of these men, it's like, look, brother, look. Come on now. You don't even look pleasant enough to be cheating on no wife. It's like, at least look like some women chasing you. You got to be chasing the women. You got to be chasing the women running from you. Stop chasing me. Why you chasing me? I'm recording. The women recording you because they shocked and appalled that some of these men got the audacity to be cheating. The women is recording because they like, I feel bad for this sister. She gave this man a chance. This man was her second, third, fourth option. She got tired of being played by Romeo and decided to give Boo Boo the Fool a chance. She did him a favor. And then now he cheating on her. That's what happened out here. A lot of these men that cheating. It's like, bro, you should be the last one thinking about cheating. Should nobody be cheating. But at least it's like, come on now. We got to do better. This right here, it's like we can't even advance. We can't even get forward. You want to holler about marching. Want to holler about boycotting. Want to holler about Blackout Tuesday and all of that. You need to black in on your marriage. You need to focus on your wife. You need to take care of home. Sit your butt down. Get out the pulpit. Sit down and get preached to. Get on here YouTube and get preached to. Every Friday I'm talking to the men that I could think about it, that I remember. Sit down and listen. If you ain't strong enough to lead by example, then sit down, shut up, and listen so you could hear God, so you could experience God before you get wiped off the face of the earth playing with God. See, listen, God will not be mocked. I'm not finna play with the Lord because anything could happen to you when the Lord pull his hand off of you. You hear me? God let Job get ran through the mud, and Job was the most faithful, and God let him get tested. See, God didn't test him. God didn't touch him, but the adversary got permission to touch you. You could be touched when you living right. What you think gonna happen to you when you living wrong, but you still hollering, Lord, Lord, Jesus, Jesus, and you still pretending to like you a upstanding citizen in the community, like you faithful and loving, like you a good husband and you a good father, and you around here at the city council meeting, and you around here sitting on the board, and you around here at deacon in the church, and principal at the school teacher, community service operator, probation officer, principal, professor, pastor, preacher, police officer. You around here, all of this here, and you're nasty. You're nasty. Boy, I tell you, it's like, man, look, we out here trying to make it. We out here trying to do work. We out here trying to be taken serious, and we can't even love our wives. We can't even be faithful to our wives. What the world going on? And then bring the kids into infidelity. Hey, little Johnny, come over here. Meet daddy friend. This is Crystal. And Crystal, this is little Johnny. Get this daddy friend. Little Johnny. Hey, my girl. My daddy passed gas. Bringing the little ones into the infidelity. It's like, Lord, just give me the permission, Lord. Give me the permission. Like, Lord, we got to do more. We got to do more. I'm like, Lord, just give me the permission to just walk around through the country. Every man who done decided to be faithful ought to just have free reign to just, man, be faithful to your wife and kids. We all we got. We all we got. They killing us in the street. They kill us in the street. You could get stopped by the police and end up dead. You could be breaking up a fight and get killed by the police. You could get the police call on you and get shot. The young man just got shot. They said the young man paralyzed from the waist down now because the police shot him 8 times. It's like we all we got. And we can't even do right by our own. So imagine this. The man who put a child in his infidelity video. Imagine what that boy gonna be doing. Imagine how that boy gonna feel when he 13, 15, 16, when he 18 and he see that he is in a video of his daddy cheating on his mama. Come on now. And see, normally, I ain't saying no names. And y'all refrain from putting names. Don't go putting names all in the comments, because that's how stuff get flagged. That's how stuff get took down. So you know who if you know somebody, cause see, I ain't just talking about one person or 2 people. I could be talking about your pastor. I could be talking about your principal. I could be talking about. So y'all got to understand there's certain events in the world that's trending may inspire my message, but I ain't just talking to a person. I'm talking to the whole slew of men who still taking their grace for granted, who still cheating on their wife, who you didn't. All right, you done made it. All right, you made a stupid decision. God forgave you. God gave you grace, let you go. Why are you still playing with God? Why you still playing with your wife? Why you still playing with your kids? Why you still playing with your future, with your legacy, with your name? And then making excuses and want somebody to feel sorry for you. Men always want somebody to feel sorry. Listen, ever since I was a young man, I guess that's how I know I'm built different. I used to take the belt to my daddy. When it was time for me to get a whooping, I never ran and I never screamed. I sat there and just took that whooping. My sister, she'll scream blood and murder. She'll scream like somebody ripping her nails off one at a time. She'll scream so loud the neighbor across the street hear her. Me, I just take that. It take 2 or 3 licks before I even start crying. And I said, I deserve it. I did wrong. I deserve it. That's the life I live. See, if I make a mistake, now, I done already exposed my past. I done already did nasty. I done already been there. But that's more than a decade ago. That's more than a decade ago. I done already been there. I didn't expose that. But if I'm sitting on here and when I was out there, I wasn't preaching. I ain't never been a pastor, but I wasn't online every day preaching. I wasn't doing tours preaching, sharing this message that I'm sharing now. When I was out there doing what I wanted to do, I wasn't doing that. If I go and cheat now, you hear me? In this season of my life, I want all the smoke. Let every blog right by me. And I'm going to tell you, the devil been trying. It's been more and more women who dress scantily clad, got everything hanging out, been writing me. It's been porn stars and all these people coming to follow me, liking my messages, retweeting me. No, sister, God bless you. God bless you. All right. You could hire me for coaching. That's what it's gonna be, coaching. It ain't going no further than that. I don't care who you seeing. Because I sit and I sup with the Lord. I talk with the Lord. I see that. I know that the test's gonna come. I'm ready for it. And that's how we got to be able to express this, to hold ourselves accountable. It ain't about arrogance. It ain't about ego. It's about confidence. See, Proverbs 7:1 say, with the knowledge of the Lord comes a strong confidence. Don't confuse. Don't let your insecurity confuse my confidence for arrogance. Don't let your insecurity confuse my confidence for arrogance. That's what you got to understand. And we as men got to get to that place to where you could put yourself on the line. To where you could say, hey, fourth quarter, 4 seconds left, put the ball in my hands. The way you could say, I'm going to be a faithful husband. I'm going to be a devoted father. Come what may, I'm passing every test and I'm going to win. Because my family on the line, my legacy on the line, my lineage on the line, my ministry on the line. I'm going to do what I got to do to win. I refuse to let the devil make a mockery of me, to make a mockery of the God that I profess. It's like, no wonder the rappers out there, Killer Mike, them, and all that doing blasphemy of the Lord, of the church. Because look what the pastor's doing. Look what the pastor's doing. The pastor's in Atlanta. The pastor's in South Carolina. The pastor's in Los Angeles. The pastor's in Denver. The pastor's in New York. No wonder. I watched the man Killer Mike show. This man say we need to do away with the church. Do away with the Bible and make a whole new religion. I say, this y'all leader? This y'all leader? And I done reached out to a lot of these people that's blaspheming the church. But they cannot believe in Christ. Because Christ needs new PR. Because every time they see a pastor or somebody of the cloth, they see somebody begging for money for a jet or cheating on their wife. So they like, okay, what is going to be? How you want me to believe in your God? Is this your God? This your God? That's what they saying. And see, because I'm not Pastor Tony, and I'm going to tell you what the world doing now. See, the devil know. The devil ain't dumb. The devil ain't dumb. A lot of secular people, they will go to a pastor for clout. They will use a pastor for a PR stunt. And the pastor don't even realize. The pastor think he done made it. People used to do me like that as a life coach. They'll hire me for life coaching and have a blog wrote about it that may look like they're working on themselves. Don't bit more be the change than a can of paint. Don't bit more be the change than a man on the moon. But hire me for coaching for a publicity stunt to get an article wrote that they working with Tony Gaskins, relationship coach. People will do that. The devil ain't dumb. He will send his minions to these pastors. But you know what? When people realize and recognize that you real and that you ain't with the tomfoolery, they stay from around you. They stay from around you because they don't want to hear the truth, because the truth requires change. The truth requires change. And a lot of folks ain't trying to change. A lot of people just trying to look like they doing the work, but don't really want to do the work. Don't really want to hear the truth, because the truth will uproot you. The truth, when you hear what you need to hear, the truth gonna say sit down and learn and grow. So what that's gonna do? That might cut off your income supply if you got to sit down. So people don't want to hear that. They want to hear, oh, we forgive you. Everybody makes mistakes. We love you. Keep going. And then guess what? They be right back doing the same thing. But you know what the Lord told me? He said, Tony, man, listen. He said, Tony, man, listen. You stay away from topics and you don't be talking on stuff out of respect for people. And But who you here to please? You here to please man, or you here to please me? That's what the Lord said to him. That's what the Lord said to him. Listen. As long as I'm living right, I got to hold folks accountable. Now, if I'm in sin, if I go to living in sin, YouTube channel gonna be gone. You ain't gonna see my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel gonna be gone if I'm living in sin. You hear me? My mouth goes zip, because I'm not that dumb. I'm not finna be opening my mouth if I ain't living right. Especially in this day and age, I see how the devil move. And see, one of my homeboys, he say, man, this how you could tell that a lot of these boys lame. He say, this how you could tell a lot of these boys grew up lame. And see, that's what the devil do. He taking play on you. See, although it's not good that I was a dog, I thank God for allowing me to go through that, because now I learn what to look for. So a lot of these men just don't even understand. So that's really when these women be talking about, oh, that's just because he's still young-minded. Oh, that's because that's the 16-year-old version of him. Oh, this and that. Really what the woman's saying is he lame. He a boy in a man body. He don't see the tricks of the enemy. He don't recognize what women be doing. And you meet your match. They meet their match. They meet old Jezebel's spirit. They meet old Jezebel's spirit and don't know what hit them. Don't know what hit them. And just because it's like, listen, in 2020, why are you sending videos to your mistress, to your emotional cheating spouse, to the person you cheating with? Why are you sending videos and text messages? Huh? I'm confused. I'm confused. And it's like, okay, hey, listen, I already know. I might be talking myself up, and setting myself up for test out of test out of test. You hear me? Nah, it ain't gonna be nothing regular. It ain't gonna have to be nothing regular that's gonna tempt me. It's gonna have to be Janet Jackson. And ironically, I say Janet Jackson, and she retweeted me. You see that? My wife told me about that one time. I was joking with my wife. I said, girl, you ain't got to worry about me cheating on you with nobody but Oprah or Beyonce. Because I'm about that bag. You know I'm about that bag now. I said, baby, now, if I cheat with one of them, girl, it's to get that money. And I'm going to bring it back to you. And she said to me, my wife said, she said, don't play like that. Don't play like that. She said, because you see what the Lord is doing. You coaching all kind of celebrities, Tony. So, she don't call me Tony. But she said, you coaching all kind of celebrities. So how you know that one day you won't 10 years from now be coaching Beyonce? And what if her and Jay-Z going through? And you in a perfect position the way you could shoot your shot. And she was like, the very thing that you joking about could become a reality. I said, whoo, you right. You right now. You right. Hey, I said, Lord, I want that test now so I can be on a blog. I'll be, Beyonce try to holler at me. Beyonce try to holler. Hey, Beyonce send me the next picture. How much you want for it, TMZ? Give me $1 million. Boy, look at it. I'll be out here like a jump off. You hear me? All right, thank you for the picture. Gonna sell it. $1 million. Baby got us $1 million. What the devil meant for evil, God turned it into good. $1 million richer. Cause look at this celebrity sent me the nude picture. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes I'll be like, hey, Lord, hey, you got me? Hey, let them test me then. Let them test me. But give me a testimony, Lord. You see what I'm saying? Like, you got to get to the point as a man, the way you laugh in the face of the devil. When you being tested, when you being tempted, the way you can look at it and just, well, look at this devil. Wait, hey, devil, listen, I was born yesterday, but I stayed up all night. You gonna have to come better than this. There's a loose booty 901. You better send loose booty 305. You better send loose booty 832. You better send loose booty 626. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have a 917. Devil, you got to come better than that. Loose booty 901. No, I'm past that. You know what I'm saying? You need to be laughing in the face of the devil as a man. To say, hey, come with it. Come on with it. I'm faithful to my wife. I'm faithful to my kid. I'm faithful to my calling. I'm faithful to my God. I'm faithful to my last name, to my legacy, to my lineage. You hear me? It's like this. And listen to me now. This right here to the women for the last 6 minutes of this. And I'm going to tell you what. When I changed my life, because I used to get aggressive in relationships and I was toxic. And I remember I was sitting in church. And that's why my delivery is what it is. Because for me, all that, oh, we forgive you, we love you, we support you. That right there couldn't have changed me. I had a pastor call me a punk from the pulpit. He wasn't talking to me. He was talking about me. He didn't know me. Didn't even know I was in there probably. And he said, if you put hands on a woman, you cheat on a woman, you this to a woman, you a punk. It felt like a heavyweight boxer just hit me in my chest on top of my heart with no glove on. My chest say, I said, when that man called me a punk for the stuff I was doing, I said, I got to get right. I got to do right, because I'm not no punk. So see, I'm really why I'm talking about these men like this, because I want you to feel stupid for the nonsense that you doing. And women, see, women's hearts so pure sometimes, so soft sometimes. Women want us as men. Hey, listen, this man to man right here. So stay out of this, ladies. If you don't understand what I'm doing right now, stay out of there. I might turn my comments off just so you could hear and not exacerbate the situation. Listen, all that, it's time out for all these patting these men on the back. All this, we're gonna pray for you, brother. You know, put a little olive oil right here. We're gonna pray for you. All that, no. With the word of God. You hear me? Because listen, it's time out for this. And lady, listen. Listen. For myself, I'm gonna say this right here. I understand a second chance. But if your man embarrass you in front of God, in front of man, in front of woman, in front of the congregation, in front of your co-workers, I understand a second chance. All right, God forgive, Jesus forgive. Jesus say turn the other cheek. Okay, I understand you forgive. But he do it again? And you stay? All right, now you crazy. Now you the problem, because you enabling the cheating. If you catch a man cheating twice and you stay, oh no. Now I understand if you find out one time, but you find out about several offenses. Okay, I'm gonna give y'all that, because y'all want a lot of rope, y'all want a lot of grace. I get it, y'all. It's just too hard to say just leave. That's just too hard. It's unfair to say just leave. All right, I get it. Now, yes, you ought to leave. And for y'all that want to come in the comment, if a man cheats once, I am gone. Since when? When you did that? When you did it? How many times you did that? And did you do it with a man that you really love, that you really wanted to be with? No. You did it with old Stanky Poo, that old sorry man you was given a chance that you ain't want anyway. But it ain't many women out here that's getting up and leaving a cheating man on the first time they catch him cheating. A lot of women ain't leaving on the second time. But listen, at that point, now you become the problem. He already the problem. He already broke, busted, and disgusted, tore up from the floor up, looking like who shot John and forgot to kill him. He already need Jesus and the cross and need to be hit in the head with a bottle of olive oil. But after that, as a woman, you become the problem if you stay. Because see, God got something for you. He's trying to show you something. He's trying to elevate you. Whatever you want to do. You want to own businesses. You want to be a pastor, evangelist, an online teacher, YouTuber. God trying to elevate you and do something for you. But your covering got holes in it. So you getting rained on by the devil. And you can't even receive your blessings because the man you sitting up under keep cheating on you, dogging you out. So y'all prayers don't even get past the ceiling. Y'all holding hands praying and God looking down. Hey, Jesus. Woo, call Gabriel. Gabriel, Michael, come on over here. Ruth. Esther. Look at them. They down there praying. They praying. But he cheating. So I can't even hear what they're saying. It sounds like blah, 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 blah. It's not even. Can anybody understand what the prayer is? And then God hear you. God revealed to me the truth. All right, coming right on up. Send her the truth. Let's see what she do with it. Listen, ladies, if you get cheating on, and you done caught the man cheating, you done forgave him, he cheat on you again, it's time to go. You got to go. And to y'all fellas, man, get your life together. Get your life together. I could talk another hour, but I ain't got time right now. Hey, God bless you. I love you. With the love of Christ, we'll talk soon.